Hello there, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Manchester United save. And as you can see, we're going to get straight into it. We've got a lot of games to catch up on before the two games today against Freiburg and City in the Manchester derby. So we last met, as you can see, the highlighted games, Tottenham and Benfica. We have then gone on quite a run. As you can see, the last three games, the next three games after Benfica, all ended 4-0. We've been on a little bit of a run. Only Stoke with a little blip going to the Bet365 Stadium. Always tricky to go there and get anything, so we come away from a point there. So we beat Leicester 4-0. Lukaku with a brace and Juan Mata with a brace, so really good to see there. A highly rotated side in the Carabao Cup, as you can see on the right hand side just above me. A lot of youth players and fringe players getting a lot of games there. Timothy Fosu-Mensah getting an 8.8, Dimitri Mitchell getting in an 8.7 as well, and Rashford and Hossein Ura with a couple of goals, and 4-0 win against Walsall. We're through to the next round against Millwall, so hopefully we'll get comfortably through that as well. And then a good 4-0 win at home to Everton. So Pogba with a goal, Mata with another brace, and Lukaku with another goal. Couple of injuries picked up there to key men. Pogba and Matic have been absolutely key for us in the last season and a half, and had a little bit of an injury crisis going into this Monaco game. That's probably why we struggled between Monaco and Stoke, really, to be fair, because we had to fall back onto the likes of Pellegrini and Herrera. Even though they're good players, they're not of the quality of Matic and Pogba. But good 2-0 win away from home at the Stade Louis Stadium in Monaco. Pellegrini and Rashford scoring the goals there. Pellegrini on 8.3, man of the match performance for the young Italian. We then went to Stoke and got a 0-0 draw. It was a very, very boring game. We couldn't break them down. Very defensive mindset was Stoke, and just a 0-0, which wasn't the best result. And then we came back home to Old Trafford and we beat Chelsea 4-0. We were helped with Alvaro Morata getting sent off in the 24th minute, and as you can see, we scored 3 goals after that time. So a good 4-0 win against Chelsea, and Juan Mata with another brace, Jesse Lingard and Hossein Ura coming off the bench and scoring another goal. He keeps popping up every now and again in the last couple of weeks with good goals. So today, as I say, we bring you Freiburg and we bring you City. This is how the competitions look. Still top of the league by 6 points ahead of Liverpool and Tottenham, and it's 7 points ahead of Arsenal and Leicester, 8 points ahead of Everton, and 10 points, massive 10 points against City and Chelsea. And at the bottom of the table, Brentford, Fulham and Stoke, with Palace and Watford just above them as well. As you can see, with 2 wins out of 2 in the Champions League, and we play Freiburg today. We win that. We're pretty much 1 foot into the next round. And again, Millwall in the Carabao Cup. This is going to be the team that plays against Freiburg in this first game. De Gea in goal, Fosu-Mensah, Diaz, Sutar and Grimaldo at the back line, Matic and Pogba in the middle of midfield, Chiesa on the right, Aouar in the middle and Chong on the left, and Rashford up front on his own, just because Romelu Lukaku's injured, so he's having to go up there on his Todd. Dalot, Lindelof, Pellegrini, Herrera, Lingard, Mata and Martial all on the bench. A little bit of a rotation. I say lots of these players have played a lot of football in the last couple of weeks and months, so we're just rotating the side ever so slightly, and let's kick off. First highlight goes to Freiburg. Maya whipping that ball in, and Peterson has put that into the back of the net. First highlight of the game. 6 minutes gone. Freiburg go 1-0 up against United, and Mailer gets this ball into the back post, and Pedersen is there. No one marking him. 1-0 Freiburg. Aouar's also picked up a knock, so we're going to bring Juan Mata on. We'll confirm that sub. It's a like-for-like change, so hopefully he's not out for too long. Pogba with a free kick. He's going to chip that into the back post. Matic is there and he heads it just over. Good reply from United since we went 1-0 down. It's been all United since we did. Mata's going to whip that ball in into Chong, and what a save that is by the keeper of Freiburg, and they get that ball clear. As I said, all United since Freiburg went 1-0 up, and hopefully we can turn this possession into goals. Diaz now with the ball into Pogba, and he's just going to take his time and go out to Grimaldo on the left and trying to find Chong on that left hand side, but they get it forward, and good interception by Fosu-Mensah. Chiesa now down this right hand side. Can he get a ball in? He just drives into the middle and trying to find Rashford in the middle of the park there, but they get the ball clear again. Fosu-Mensah gets tackled, and it looks like he's already been booked as Gondorf, and it looks like he's going to pick up his second yellow card of the game. Only just half an hour gone, and it's going to be Freiburg going to be down to 10 men with that tackle on Fosu-Mensah. Todorovic into Pedersen, but Pogba does a really good job in taking that off him and trying to find Rashford down that channel, but he didn't really want to run onto it. Pedersen again, but Ruben Diaz with a good header. Now Chong is going to take on a little bit of a run, and he's got Gramado on his left hand side, tries to find him, but it comes back to him. Chong again into the middle, and it's hit the post. Could have been an own goal, and we're getting closer and closer to levelling up the scores. Half time is upon us, and as you can see, since they have scored in the 7th minute, not only have they gone down to 10 men, but we have dominated this game. Monaco are beating Benfica 1-0 as we speak. I am going to go into the team talk aggressively and say, come on lads, show me a bit of desire in that second half, come back out and let's go on and try and win this game. 25 minutes to go. Nothing happened in this in the second half so far. We are going to bring Chong off and bring Martial on that left hand side. And Pogba's not having the best of games, but Matic is looking tired, so we're going to bring Pellegrini on, and we're just going to switch these two around, and hopefully Pogba can pull some strings in the middle of midfield. And let's get playing for the final 25 minutes. Come on, United. We deserve at least a point from this game. Todorovic gets that ball clear, and Sutar should do well and bring that back to De Gea. De Gea out to Fosu Mensah straight away, and Pellegrini on the ball. Out to Chiesa, into Pellegrini again, into Paul Pogba. Can he get there? Mata's there. Mata scores. 20 minutes to go. 8th goal of the season. I thought it was Pogba bursting into the box, but it was Juan Mata, the little Spaniard on the edge of the box. Chiesa does really well. He runs at the defence, finds Pellegrini, who's come on and done really well. I thought that was Pogba coming bursting into the box, but it was Juan Mata. He got the ball out of his feet and tucked it away. One apiece. Mata again whipping that ball in. 15 minutes to go. Sutar's at the back post, but he has to just take his time and finds Rashford on the edge. Rashford back to Sutar, back into Paul Pogba, into Pellegrini. Can he pull the trigger? No, Mata does, and he hits it just a little bit wide, unfortunately for us. And that is it. The referee has blown for full time. Been held here by Freiburg. One apiece. Couldn't break them down after they went to 10 men. I wanted to rest some players for this City game coming up. Probably bitten us in the backside. But we have to go again in a few days' time against City. That simply put wasn't good enough. We deserve better going forward. And City coming up next. Ara's out for 4 weeks. That's another little injury that we have to sort out, and say we do fail to make chances pay. 31 shots, 67% possession. We deserve to probably win that game, but not to be, as I said, a couple of days time. City at the Etihad. I'll see you when we get there. Back to full strength in this one against City. De Gea in goal. Dalot, Bailly, Varane and Gramado are the back line. Pogba and Matic in the middle. Lingard on the right. Martial on the left. Mata in behind Rashford. So pretty much full strength. Rashford in for Lukaku. And other than that, pretty much full strength. We go to the Etihad. Let's get this one underway. City, United, Manchester derby. Let's get it. So start with a 4-2-3-1 as well. Ederson in goal. Walker, Stones, Otamendi and Mendy at the back line. Milinkovic, Savic in the middle with Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling on the right, Leroy Sané on the left, David Silva in behind, Mauro Icardi, Gabriel Jesus, Patrick Roberts, Sergio Aguero, Bernardo Silva, Vincent Kompany as well. So have options on the bench to City, and we are going to say... What we're going to say assertively, I expect to keep our run going and win this match. We're in good form, even though the last game wasn't the best. It wasn't our first team. When this first team plays, we generally win more than we draw or lose. So I want another win in this derby. De Bruyne, a minute gone, whips that ball in, and Bailly gets his head on it just in front of John Stones. Raheem Sterling now turns, runs at the defence into Leroy Sané, shifts it to the left hand side, but can't get a cross in, and now Lingard is going to break on the counter attack. He's got a little bit of space to run into, and he's got Pogba and Matic there, but Savic coming back and doing a great job defensively, but Otamendi giving the ball away. Martial is on the run. Martial shoots, and Ederson tips it over for a corner. A good counter-attacking move there from United. Matic now into Juan Mata. Lovely switch to Jesse Lingard, out to Dalot on that right-hand side, and we switch it again to Gramado, trying to shift the City players from one way to another. Pogba shoots, and Ederson again with another good save, pushes it round for a corner to United. An in-swinger now from Juan Mata, going to launch it into the middle. Martial's there. It's a tame effort. Mata again from a corner, outswinger this time into Martial. There's loads of space on that right hand side. Lingard's there, and he hits the post and it goes wide. Ederson beating all ends up, but unlucky from Jesse Lingard. Mata, free kick, 25 minutes gone, trying to find I think that was Pogba at the back post, and couldn't get there. Matic is just slowing the game up really well so he can get back into position, but he finds the ball out to Sterling, and that's a lovely ball over to Leroy Sané, and Leroy Sané's in, but David De Gea with a big time save from David De Gea, and it's a corner. De Bruyne whipping this ball in swinger, trying to find Savic at the back post, but De Gea is there again. Both keepers playing really well in this one, keeping their teams in it. By covers that ball really well, has to go back to De Gea, and now we find Jesse on that right hand side, nods it down to Marcus Rashford into Juan Mata. Pogba's over, Pogba shoots, and Ederson again. The keepers are up for this one, trying to keep their clean sheets. Just before half time, De Bruyne whips that ball in into Savic, hits the bar, and it falls kindly to David De Gea. That was a really good chance, really good opportunity for City and Savic to score, but wasn't to be, and that's full time. That is half time. Even game, as you can see there, both on possession and chances. It's going to come down to one mistake, whether it's a piece of quality or a mistake at the back. I'm going to calmly say we're not doing badly at all. If we continue to work hard, we will win this, because we've had really good opportunities. Hit the bar, hit the post, and made Ederson work as well. There's a lot more to come from these guys. Go out there and do what it takes, and hopefully in this second half we can break the deadlock. Sané now on this left hand side finds Savic again. We need to close him down. No one's closing him down. He hits the bar, and we do get it clear. Great hit by Savic. Was someone I was looking at to sign, but found pretty much everyone was going for him, and I just wanted to be a little bit different with the transfers I make. Lingard not having the best of games, nor is Rashford. Might have to switch them up in a sec. De Bruyne with a free kick, but it hits the side netting. Just going to tell the guys to get creative out there. We seem to be lacking ever so slightly in this second half. 25 minutes to go. We will make some changes now, and we'll bring Rashford off. We'll put Sanchez up top. We'll bring Lingard off, and we'll bring Chiesa on. And I think that is everything we're going to do. We're going to keep everybody else out there. We're playing well, and just need to do a little bit more in the final third to potentially go 1-0 up. Mendy gets that ball clear to Sané. Now they find Marocardi on this left-hand side. Bai covers him really well, but he finds the ball into Leroy Sané. He's driving at the goal, but the shot is straight at David De Gea. And it's all end-to-end stuff in this one. De Bruyne 5 minutes before full time, trying to find Otamendi in the middle, but De Gea does really well and gathers that. And can we find a ball forward so we can create a counter-attack? We find Chiesa down this right hand side. Mendy has to come out and cover him. We've got players in the middle if we can get across him, but Mendy does really well. And we're trying to find Icardi up top, and Bai already booked, and it looks like we're going to have to finish the last 5 minutes of this game with 10 men. And unfortunately Bai has been sent off. Luckily, we can put Lindelof in the middle of the defence, and we might have to bring Matic on that right hand side potentially, and then just push Juan Mata back. We've got 5 minutes left. Shouldn't cause us too much issues. We should be able to run this game down now. Go defensive, take the 0-0, and say it's a relatively decent draw. Mata now, last chance. Can we get a ball into the middle? We can, but Martial's going to cover this, and it's too long, and that's it. City 0, United 0. Hardly any goals in the game, but it's a decent draw for us after having going down 10 men. 5 minutes to go. I'm going to calmly say we're unlucky, boys. It wasn't our day. But we keep ahead of them by 10 points, which is what we want. Gramado's out for another 2 weeks, so injuries piling up on us at the minute, which isn't helping us at all. No wins in this episode at all. First time this series that's happened. So, yeah, unfortunately for us, we go again in the next episode. So we will be back for the second game against Benfica and the game against Arsenal at the Emirates. So they'll be the next games in the next episode. If you have enjoyed this one, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content. Remember, tick that little bell icon when you subscribe. And until next time, when we bring you Benfica away and Arsenal away, I'll see you soon.